Hi everyone, welcome back to Generation STEAM. We are so excited to teach you about a new science topic today and do an experiment together. Before we go any further, I encourage you to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you want to learn more cool science topics. We put out videos twice a month, so be sure to mark your calendars for early March to see our next video. My name is Marie, and you might remember me from our last video 2 weeks ago on buoyancy. If you haven't watched our last video yet, go ahead and stop this video and learn about buoyancy. Today, we will be learning about catapults by explaining the mechanics behind them, and we'll even be teaching you how to make your own catapult at home. We hope you have fun, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Bye.
A fun fact about catapults is that they have been used a lot throughout history. They were used by pirates as weapons, medieval knights to demolish castle walls, and 2,000 years ago by the Greeks and Romans. One of the people who used catapults was Dionysius the Elder, a tyrant who ruled an area of Italy called Syracuse. He used the military and weapons such as catapults to stay in power. Fun fact number 2. Have you ever wondered why you go up when you bounce on a trampoline? Elastic potential energy, the same type of potential energy exhibited in our catapult, is responsible for this.
We just learned some fun facts about catapults and how they've been used in history, but now let's look at the science or the physics behind catapults. Catapults work based on the idea of elasticity. Elasticity is a scientific concept which means that certain solid objects will want to regain their original shape when they are deformed. For example, when you pull a rubber band taut but you let it go, it'll go back to its original shape. In our experiment, we're going to use rubber bands to see this idea happen in real life. But to explain it right now, essentially, when a rubber band is pulled taut, it has a lot of energy, a lot of potential energy that's stored inside it. However, when it's released, it will transform into kinetic energy, which is the energy of movement. That energy of movement will propel forward something that's being launched. Therefore, catapults are able to turn something like a rubber band being pulled, which is really easy, into launching a small rock or a small object. In the next experiment, you guys will be able to see how this works for you in real life.
Hi guys, today we'll be making a catapult. First, you need 10 popsicle sticks, 4 rubber bands, and 1 spoon. First, you need to stack 8 of the popsicle sticks on top of one another. Then you need to tie the ends tightly together with a rubber band. Then you do the same on the other end. Now you pick up another popsicle stick, then opening up the last 2 popsicle sticks, you insert this popsicle stick in between. Then you flip it over, get your last popsicle stick, put it on top like this, then tie it tightly on one end. Then you put your spoon on top of this popsicle stick. Like this. And as you can see, this spoon is loose on top. So, you need to use another rubber band to tie over here. Now you slide this all the way up. Your catapult is ready. So I'll be using an eraser to catapult. So, if I push this down slightly, the eraser won't go too far. If I press down with more force, I'll go further.
Hi everyone, thank you for staying with us through the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed our video this week on catapults, and we hope to see you again in 2 weeks. Stay safe. Bye.